Do you like contests? Have you ever won a contest? What kind of contest was it? Hello everyone, I'm Kathleen Pelly. Welcome to Journey with Story. This week's story is a folktale from a country called Suriname in South America, and it's about a special kind of contest for birds to see which one of them would become the king. One of the birds in this story is called a kunubra. It's a very tiny bird, much like a sparrow or a wren. Oh, please, don't forget, if you can, take a moment to rate, review and share this podcast with others. Let's take a journey with the flying contest. Once, long ago, the birds came together and decided that since Flyng was the king of all the creatures who walked on earth, it was time that they had their own king who would rule all the birds who flew in the sky. So the birds went to Flyng and asked him to call a meeting of all the birds, and he did. When all the birds were gathered together, Flyng asked them, "How will you decide who is to be your king?" The birds thought and thought and thought, but they could not decide how best to pick a king. Falcon wanted to suggest they should decide who was to be king by whichever bird could fly the highest. But since he knew he could fly the highest of all, he did not want to suggest this, as he did not want the other birds to call him vain or proud or boastful. But as Falcon was pondering his dilemma, Kunubra spoke up and said, "I think I should be the king, because even though I am very tiny, I'm extremely smart." Then Nightingale chirped in, "Wait a minute, I could suggest we have a contest to see who is the best singer, but then I would only need to sing one single note to win that contest and become king. We need to find a fair way to settle this. Since God gave us all wings, then I suggest the bird who flies the highest should be our king." Upon hearing this, the falcon was delighted, for he knew there was no doubt that he could fly the highest of all the birds. Yes, he agreed. "I think that is the fairest way to settle the matter." Then Kunubre jumped up and said, "Yes, I agree. That is the best plan of all. Whoever can fly the highest shall be the king." Then, while Falcon was not watching, Kunubre quickly flew onto his back. And of course, Kunubre was so light that Falcon never even noticed him, and off he soared higher and higher and higher into the sky. When all the birds landed, they said, "Falcon flew the highest, he must be our king." But then they noticed, sitting on Falcon's back was Kunubre. And at once they shouted, "Aha! See how smart Kunubre is. He has flown even higher than Falcon, and so we must make him our king." So I wonder, if you were the falcon in this story, how would you feel and why? And have you ever known a time when, although you were very small, you had an idea that was every bit as good as all the adults in your family, and you just had to get them to listen to you? Maybe you can share and discuss now. Cheerio then. Join me next time for Journey with Story.